Prophetic Ministry Training with Kevin Horn. We are covering the Prophetic Q&A series. This is our question and answer time. Well, the question today is, what topics or issues should we avoid in the prophetic ministry while we are learning? And this is mainly dealing with people who are starting out in prophecy. They're prophesying in small groups, they're learning, they're growing, they're hungry. They want to prophesy to everything that moves. We've all been there. So while you're learning, I encourage you to stay away from three main areas. And those areas are no mates. So don't prophesy people's husbands or wives. Don't prophesy whenever you see a couple together and their boyfriend and girlfriend. Do not prophesy that they're going to get married and have all these children. So no mates, no dates, no babies. Dates, a lot of the times in our prophetic zeal, we think we know when things are going to happen, and we start throwing things out, and we kind of step away from the Lord when we start doing that. Especially when you're young, it gets really easy to just say things and shoot off the mouth. My recommendation, if you get any of these three things, whether it be mates or dates or babies, children coming along, pregnancies, all that stuff, very sensitive things. The best place for these types of words is your journal. You don't have to tell anybody. You make sure you keep that journal private. You can write down all these things that, if you are encountering a couple and God speaks to you for them, write it down in your journal, and years later, years, whenever you see that they've gotten married and they're happily married and things are going great, then maybe, just maybe, you can take out your journal and say, hey, let me be a blessing to you and show you that God spoke to me about your marriage and that it is authorized and blessed by God. Dates, same thing. Write down your dates in your journal. Don't share them publicly. Joseph got in trouble sharing his prophetic revelation. We need to take a cue from him and understand that whenever we do these things in these three trouble areas, because they're very difficult, they're easy to get confused on, easy to misinterpret things, that we're setting ourselves up for failure and to lose credibility when we go into these three areas. Especially with babies, very sensitive with mates. Dates, timing is one of the hardest things to get right in prophetic ministry. So just stay away from dates altogether. Write them down in your journal, and as God begins to confirm His word to you, and you become more established as a prophetic minister, or if you are so called, a prophet of God, then you can start giving some of those date prophecies. But while you're learning, put them in your journal and stay safe. One last tip, whenever you're ministering to someone while you're learning, and really this goes for any time in prophetic ministry, make sure that the recipient's authority is present. Either their spiritual authority or their family authority, whatever, their pastor. Make sure that the recipient's authority is present when you deliver your words. This is a thing of respect and prophetic etiquette, and we here at Prophetic Ministry Training definitely want to have good ethics and good etiquette as we minister prophetically and train you guys to go out and speak life and prophesy life to dry bones. Well, I'm Kevin Horn. This has been the Prophetic Q&A series, and we will pick up with the next Q&A in the next video on the YouTube channel.